a bag?
It's not just a bag. It's Prada.
What's up, you guys? You are now tuned in to Somewhere's Prada, where the drama is always designer and the stories are forever iconic. Let's get into today's video. All right. So yes, when I decided to make this video touring the Windenburg Ballet Hall, I was like, it was a must because I have to discuss the process. Why did I decide to build this? What was the reason? And because when I built this, I wasn't doing YouTube, so I don't have a speed build for it. I don't have me talking about it as much. I posted it on my Patreon and I have it pinned on my TikTok, and I stay getting comments of people being blown away at the structure and the details because, honey, I spared no expense building this lot. Like, it's one of my favorite ones because it's such a central, like, monument, I would say. In my main sim game and the Acker lore. It's just an amazing event space, honestly, for me, and that's kind of what I wanted. But before I really talk in detail about this particular build, I did have a ballet story of a dancer that I'm going to insert also in this video. You can read it on my Patreon, and I believe you can download her for free, so be on the lookout for that on the Patreon. This is an old build. I think I did this in 23, I think. But yes, so enjoy the story and the Windenburg history, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this build of mine.
Before the world knew the name Leonora Thorne, there was the Windenburg Ballet Hall, an institution where dreams were stitched into satin slippers and greatness was shaped at the bar. Long before her rise to international acclaim, this grand hall stood as the heart of classical dance in the region, echoing with the footsteps of generations who dared to chase beauty, discipline, and transcendence. Today, we step into its storied past. Nestled in the heart of the enchanting city of Windenburg, the Windenburg Ballet Bliss Hall stands as a testament to the enduring grace and cultural richness of the performing arts. Established over a century ago, the hall has evolved into a symbol of refinement and sophistication, attracting the crème de la crème of society to its hallowed halls. The origins of the Windenburg Ballet Bliss Hall can be traced back to the visionary efforts of a group of passionate patrons of the arts, seeking to create a space that would celebrate the beauty of ballet and provide a venue for the city's cultural elite. They laid the foundation for what would become an iconic institution. Throughout its illustrious history, the hall has hosted some of the most breathtaking ballet performances, drawing international acclaim and establishing Windenburg as a hub for artistic excellence. The annual Grand Ball held at the hall became a highlight on the social calendar, attended by royalty and the city's wealthiest families. Tragedy struck in the early 20th century when a devastating fire swept through the hall, threatening to erase decades of cultural history. However, the resilience of the Windenburg community prevailed, and the hall was painstakingly restored to its former glory. The reconstruction effort served as a testament to the unwavering commitment of the city's residents to preserve their cultural heritage. The Windenburg Ballet Bliss Hall became not only a venue for artistic expression, but also a symbol of the city's spirit and determination. In the aftermath of the fire, the Acker family, a prominent and philanthropic dynasty, emerged as the leading benefactors, generously contributing to the restoration and expansion of the hall. The Acker's dedication to the arts and their city's cultural legacy made them synonymous with the Windenburg Ballet Bliss Hall. Their continued support, both financially and through active participation in the hall's events, solidified their place as integral contributors to the flourishing cultural scene. Today, the Windenburg Ballet Bliss Hall stands as a gleaming jewel in the city's crown, a beacon of artistic brilliance that continues to captivate audiences with its world-class ballet performances and opulent grand balls. As the legacy of this iconic institution unfolds, it remains a living testament to the enduring power of art and the indomitable spirit of the people of Windenburg. Leonora Thorne was a luminary in the world of ballet, a star whose grace and talent had captured the hearts of audiences around the globe. Born into a family of artists, Leonora discovered her passion for dance at an early age. Her parents, both accomplished dancers, recognized her innate gift and enrolled her in prestigious ballet schools where she honed her skills. From the moment Leonora took her first steps on stage, it was evident that she possessed a rare and captivating talent. Her movements were like poetry in motion, a seamless blend of strength, elegance, and emotion. As she rose through the ranks of the ballet world, she became known not only for her technical prowess, but also for the depth of feeling she infused into every performance. Leonora's breakthrough came when she landed the lead role in a classic ballet production. The audience was spellbound as she twirled and leapt across the stage, a vision of grace and beauty. Critics hailed her as a sensation, and her name became synonymous with excellence in the world of dance. Despite her meteoric rise to fame, Leonora remained grounded and dedicated to her craft. She spent countless hours in the studio, pushing the boundaries of her abilities and constantly seeking new ways to express herself through dance. Her dedication inspired a new generation of aspiring dancers who looked up to her as a role model. Beyond the stage, Leonora became an advocate for the arts, using her platform to promote the importance of dance education and accessibility. Leonora Thorne's legacy extended far beyond her time on stage. She became not just a ballet star, but a symbol of resilience, passion, and the transformative power of art.
How freaking cool was that? Yes, so now we are about to virtually see the Windenburg Hall. Like, let's get into the scenery first. First of all, Windenburg is such a beautiful place to live. Like, if you don't have your Sims here, especially your rich Sims here, where the hell are they staying, baby? Because they need to be here in Windenburg. But I just love all the little details I did with this build. The exterior is like one of my favorite parts, honestly. But the interior is good too, okay? But when you're definitely on the outside, like, it's definitely gonna give like, oh, this is grand. This is grand, grand, grand. I was a little basic with the back when I designed the back, so I really didn't care that much because the focus was really on the inside. But I know I wanted all these lavender plants like surrounding the building for sure to bring in a pop of color. I jokingly say that those bricks are from the fire that happened in Windenburg, but you know, it is what it is. I kind of like that little lore detailed, especially with the Ackers helping. Hello. Yes, my buildings are connected to Acker legacy as well, but you know, I think if you watch season 1 of the actors. It discussed their roles in restoring this building and how this particular building really elevated their social class in society. So yeah, it is a 4-level building. When I tell you guys, I spared no. Like, I wanted custom everything. Like, I just needed like this to be really, really like an elite place where the high society members would meet, and I can have events here over time. But it turned out super, super great. So now we're here on the first floor. Absolutely love. We'll get to that detail that's on the side and what happened there, because I sometimes have events here as well, you guys, like weddings, book launches, you name it. I would have it here because it's such a beautiful, beautiful venue. But yeah, I think we should start with, wait, hold on, the steps. And this is the ballet hall, so I wanted a little artistry and just that whole vibe of like, wait, yeah, this is where the artists, the talented composers, this is where they come to perform. So I wanted to get that scene on the outside to get that feel, but I wanted it to be really, really open just in case I wanted to have events or parties or weddings on the outside. I can do that. So I didn't want it to be too cluttered with mess. I wanted it very like open on the outside. The angles of this building anywhere on this lot just slays. Like, I absolutely love that it can look good from any angle. Like, and also you can tell that there is no lag as I'm playing or as I'm like viewing and showing you guys this. Like, I don't know, my game system is really elite. But no, let's step into the first floor. When I tell you guys, because I created the ceiling tile, I wanted gold to be like everywhere. I wanted it to be very like high society, elite, rich, and it just turned out so perfect. So I love when you come in, you see all the different levels of the floors. Obsessed, absolutely obsessed. And now we're going to view some of the paintings. I did all of the art. I wanted the art to be ballet inspired, classical, and yeah, they turned out really, really great. But these little details, obsessed, completely obsessed. All right, so what you're looking at right now is a wedding that I had here of the artist, the extraordinary painter in my game, Maxwell Sterling, and he married the Aspen Sinclair. She's an actress, and They fell in love with this building for one, and I wanted to transform a section in the ballet hall for their wedding, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. Like, oh, it was so grand. Many of the actors attended because Maxwell is close friends with some actor members. So they definitely helped secure this spot for him as well, because this is an expensive venue to rent out, and they did it. And the wedding was just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely, as you can tell, with the white flowers everywhere. It was everything. Everything I could imagine. Okay, so now we see a little backstage. This is where the main star room is at, her dressing room. It's in the back so she can access going up the stairs to the main stage. We have the practice room. It's just, I love the little small details. But yeah, it's so cute. And for other like guest stars, this is their dressing room. I left it empty because I'm like, girl, we really just need that one for the main star. But they will head up to the stairs that would lead them to the second floor. So I think we should go there. So now you can see where the backstage will lead up into, where it leads to the main stage. And yeah, it's just, this build is everything. Like the details, darling, the details. Obsessed. I'm just gonna let you guys marinate in it, and I'll come back in a few to talk about it. So a common question that I do get in regards to this build is, how long did it take to make? And to be honest with you guys, I do not remember. Because sometimes with details like this, I would like stop and do something else and then come back to it. But I promise you, it probably didn't take me as long as you think. If I were to guess how long this took, I would say it probably took maybe 3 to 4 days. I would say 3 to 4 days. But we can just even give it a week. We can just say a full-on week. But I honestly believe that I probably knocked this out within like a few days, honestly. Because when I'm working on builds like this, I have an idea in my head and I can just go. I didn't look at any references or anything. So I was just like, just building, and decorating. I think the first thing I did was make the paintings, to be honest with you. When it comes to like details like that, I kind of like to get that out the way because I need to see it in the build as I'm building. I hate going back and adding things because I'm like, that can change the whole vibe and the mood. So the first thing I would do is create the paintings or any small CC that I need to create that I know I'm going to use in the build. So that way when I'm in the process and I'm in the mindset of building, I can just build without stopping, because I can just build for hours and hours, especially builds like this. Oh yeah, I love to take my time, but I'm very quick with it because I'm like, I don't sit and marinate and process like, oh, should this stay here? Should that? No, I drop it and I move on. I have an idea and I move on. But I love how the 2 private suites, like the different halls, are of the ACRA members that donated and helped restore this building. So this is the Marie Hall right here. I did use this as a book launch one time and decorated it, so that turned out great. And the other hall that I didn't mention was the Anne. You guys, we love Anne. We definitely love Anne. If you've watched the ACRA series, season 1, you would know who I'm talking about. So I believe we are on the 2nd level right now. No, or the 3rd level. It could be. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is the third level because this is where the private suites are at, or where they start. So that second level of where you see they're not on the floor, they're in the uprisers viewing the show. I think it's the details. Hold on. Can we talk about the details? I love the gold. It just gives like rich. But the views on the second level, oh my God, top tier. Like, look at this. Imagine sitting here watching a show, a opera, a ballet, a symphony, like anything. Like, look at the views. Like, this is a good spot because you can like kind of see like the ones in the front who has the main view of the stage versus the side. And the chandeliers are just so grand. Yeah. So if I were to come here, I would definitely probably pick the second row or level because, you know, you have a really good view, preferably in the center. But on the the third level, second in the auditorium, but the third level does hold the bathroom. Something simple, nothing too major, little seating. Yeah. And that's on both sides. But I just like, look at this. Just imagine walking these halls. You have to have money. I'm sorry. You have to have some type of money and good credit. But this would be perfect for like a good date night too. Taking your date. Yeah. And the views are priceless. Completely priceless. So now we are on the fourth level. It's giving just a little bit more exclusive vibes. And yeah, the little private suites are just everything. I love it. I love it. Oh, wait, no, we're still on the third level. We're still on the third level. And if you see the stage, like it's looking right now because I just shot the Emmy post here. When I did the MECC, I did the photo shoot here, so that's why the stage is looking like that and not of the ballet dancers. But I love that I can change it to whatever I want, you know, like a Christmas show or whatever. I love that freedom that I can just play around on the set, and I cannot wait to like do some other. Well, I do have some other things planned for here, coming, you know, later, and I'm super excited. I have been planning this, you know, my idea for this thing that I'm doing for some time now, and for it to be getting close to that moment, I'm like, finally. I don't know about you guys, but I note down concepts and ideas for like future gameplay and storytelling. Like I note it down, and in the meantime I do things to lead up to it, so when it happens, you know, it's not like this big huge difference or in like surprise. Like you're not just surprised about it, and you're gonna know some of the characters. I do a lot of character building with my storytelling, and so, you know, my buildings play a part in that too. So yeah, you're gonna see this in probably the Acker season 3 or a spinoff, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna mention about that. But the views of the stage from up here, oh my God. Listen, I'm gonna just go for a minute and I'll be back. All right, you guys, and that is the end of the tour. I most definitely will be doing more tours of some old builds that I have that I absolutely am obsessed with. Like, I just feel like I have to sit and talk to you guys about it. But I build with intention. So if I ever build anything, it has something to do with a story, with a sim, with a lore. It just has a purpose. And I think if you are building in Sims or you have a concept, I think that you should keep that in mind because it helps with the process. Like, honestly, like when I built this, I knew exactly who it was for, the purpose, and the design and the aesthetic. And I think this was one of the first major builds that I did. And I absolutely love it. And if you want it, it is on my Patreon. I cannot believe I built this in 23. Like in 2023. Like, are you kidding me? Because I would change some things like differently now. But not too much. But again, thank you guys for tuning in for this video, and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment and subscribe. Bye.